What are you doing?
I'm trying to calm my gums down.
We don't do it with water.
What do you do it with?
You're trying to calm your gums.
You do it with meditation and hard drugs.
What's the problem with your gums?
When I'm stressed out, my teeth know.
What? What do you mean?
Say that again.
When I'm sort of stressed out, me gums and my teeth know before I do. It's like a weakness.
So what's up? You got a toothache then? I thought you went to the dentist.
I did the other week.
Well, what's wrong with your teeth then? It's just because you're stressed.
I don't know.
Why are you stressed? What have you got to be stressed about?
I don't know. That's what's weird with stress, isn't it?
No.
Your body can be stressed without you realising. That's what
No,
kills people.
stressed. No. You're stressed because you feel stressed, and then your body gets weak because you're.
No, because I'm pretty good. I never feel stressed. That's part of my problem.
It's not
I
a
am
problem.
stressed, but I don't know about it. That's
But
why
that
it's
doesn't make any sense at all.
It's number one killer.
What do you
never
mean?
get stressed.
If you don't feel stressed, how are you stressed?
But you must be stressed if your teeth
Right.
are telling
It's
you you're
like
stressed.
saying I didn't feel I had a pain, but apparently I did.
Listen,
Go on.
I was in Israel recently. I had a bag put over my head, chucked in the back of a van. Now the thing is, I kind of
Right.
thought, well,
It wasn't a blind date, by the way, and he wasn't being arrested or kidnapped. It was a training thing, wasn't it, for
yes,
kidnap
but
situations?
I didn't know.
What, you didn't know they were going to do it?
Brilliant.
No, they don't tell me anything, do they?
That's good.
So what happened then?
So the thing is, that happened. I had a panic on a little bit. Afterwards, they took the bag off. I realised everything was all right. I was calm, but my body was shaking, and that's what
That
I'm saying
doesn't
to
make
you.
any sense.
My body, as far as my body was concerned, it had just been kidnapped.
Right.
But I knew I hadn't. Anyway, football.
You know the bag they put over your head? Was it like a tennis racket cover? What shape was it?
You sure they just didn't go and thought, oh, I thought I just bought the world's biggest orange?
Nirvana, Man Who Sold the World. Carl's all confused because it didn't tell you it was ended, did it? What is that then? Is that a sort of glitch in the computer?
Just applause, isn't it?
I
Careful,
can't
they
hear
might
it.
start swearing. You know what they're like. Rock stars.
Yeah,
Their blue language.
yeah, and all their habits and all
Oh.
that. Yeah, like it says track ending now. It's a bit
Stop
late now,
talking
innit?
about it. You're giving away all the secrets of radio and that. People think it's like an old piece of vinyl that we've put on a needle, you know, like those old bits of footage of Tony Blackburn. That's what they think it's like. They don't realise there's computers doing it all.
Yeah.
Rick, you're showing them behind the curtain. Never do that.
I won't.
Never do that, mate.
In the week, I called Karl up. I said, "How are you, mate?" He went, "Not too bad." Now, as you know, his girlfriend's been away for ages, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Covering the World Cup, the African
Nations.
Cup. She's a sports journalist.
Well, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I love the fact you're thinking, what does that mean? Like, well, she's not much of a journalist, Rick, to be honest.
Oh.
I've read some of her stuff.
No, but she's not on air. She does stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot of journalists do. You always want to make clear that you're not going out with Kate Adie. That's what you want to make clear, isn't it? Yeah. Now, so she'd seen none of the meteoric rise of Karl as a
Right, 'cause
broadcaster.
she's been away for the whole time
a
since you've sort of
raconteur,
become...
a wit,
Yeah.
a cult figure, to be honest. And he hadn't told her this. So apparently he went home and she was sitting there looking a bit grumpy. He went, "All right." She went, "Yeah." She went, "Should we go out then?" She went, "I'm not sure I want to go out with an idiot." Right?
Oh, no!
Yeah, because and she went, "Loch Ness monster. Won't you just think? Of course, the Loch Ness monster lives in Loch Ness." And she was giving a bit of a hard time. And she went, "That's why I don't." He said, "That's why I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her really." Same thing happened when I was at school and I had to play drums in Little Donkey. I didn't tell my parents, right? But my dad turned up anyway. And what happened?
He
How old were you, Carl?
well, it was the school that I used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
so
Oh
secondary-
yeah. You went. Well,
secondary.
you used to go to the school you used to go to.
No, but what I mean
Go
is,
on.
I didn't go to secondary, did I? So I missed a lot of that.
Sure.
But primary, I liked.
Oh,
it was
okay.
all colouring in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was a Christmas play, and I managed to get a part in it. And,
Did you audition?
got a part in it, and I should have been playing the drums to the one about Kings.
We Three Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was meant to be doing that, but Little Donkey came on, and it was one of those.
What do you mean came on?
That was like next up on you know the next song,
Right.
and it's one of them songs that you can't help sort of
Tapping along to.
yeah. Do you know like if I was to go
Yeah, you'd have to finish it with,
yeah. Do you know that they actually send that into space?
do they?
And
What, hoping that aliens will respond with that?
yeah, They do that because apparently it is one of them things that you can't help.
What, even if you're an alien life form?
Yeah.
They know that, do they?
Yeah. But anyway.
What, because they watch Star Trek or something?
Hello. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Is it true, like, if you
who's
send
there?
out knock, knock into space, yeah, they have to say knock.
Oggy, oggy, oggy.
So you
that
always
is
do this,
that
but
is
you look
great.
into it. Seriously.
Oh, hold on, what's something out there? Was it a little green fella? That is great.
Yeah. So anyway,
That is
Little Donkey is like one of them tunes that you can't. And I was there, and I had the drumstick, and I thought, oh god,
The drumstick.
I could feel myself. And anyway,
Just wanting to do it, yeah.
I started going along and playing Little Donkey, which I wasn't meant to do, but it went down such a storm.
What, were there people like parents and that dozing off, and then suddenly they heard your version of Little Donkey, and they thought, wait a minute, now it's really picking up.
What do you mean?
I'm glad we paid £1.50 for this.
What do you mean it went down such a storm? They're going, hold on, was it like when
People have
Ringo...
lighters in the air.
It was like when Ringo joined the Beatles, now
Yeah.
going, boo, Pete Best, but he went...
Yeah,
And they went, whoa! Oh,
No,
God.
but the teacher just said, oh, it went down really well, you can do that again tonight,
Right.
when you're in it again. But anyway, so my dad was there, and...
And you hadn't told him about this performance, so
no, I
he
never
just
did.
turned up
I
off
never
his own
did.
back.
I never took the letters home and stuff to
No.
show my mum and dad, because it just put me off. So, anyway, he turned up, don't know why, he must have heard from someone else's dad.
Yeah.
He turned up, and he swore about me, which...
Did he?
I don't...
Can you
What?
could you
Do you
use
think
a word
it's allowed
that's
to be said? The word?
Of course it is.
Right. If you got a kid in the car or anything, you can turn it down now.
God.
Can't you? Right. But he said, there was a guy stood next to him with a camera, big video camera, filming it, and he said, "Yeah, film it, but try and avoid getting the twat in the hat in the shot, because I had one of those porters, you know, the little round pork pie hats on.
right?
This is so
What?
sad.
What was this a nativity play?
It was about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a porter there helping with his
Of course
bags.
there was. I forgot.
I
yeah.
mean, Mary and
What,
Joseph,
managing the
they got
stable?
there. Yeah, because
Sure.
it was the hope, you know, because the inn was full.
Yes.
But I think the porter doubled up with the inn and the stable.
Right, that was nice.
So
of
he,
him.
yeah,
He
yeah,
carry bags over. Yeah.
yeah. No, so yeah.
You're right though. I don't know why I was wearing one of them, but I was. And
And your father said that. And how did you know your father said that? Did
he
you
told
hear
me
it?
about it later.
Oh, he told you about it later.
Yeah, I was talking about stuff I'd done at school, and he said, "Oh God, remember that?" And I spoke to him the other day about it,
Right.
and yeah,
Oh, God.
it's a shame.
So
Have you
that was the end of your sort of drumming career, really, because it could have been. I mean, you know, the audience loved it the night before.
Yeah.
You could have like been like, who knows, a whole new world for you.
Yeah.
Have
That
you
is,
done any stuff?
I've never drummed. I wish I had. Man. I wish
but
I had.
that is
That's a movie story, but
is that, and that's why you don't tell your mum and dad don't know you on the radio,
No,
do
they
they?
think when they were down the other weekend, they had to come in here. I just said, "Oh, I'll just go in and press the buttons."
Because they could listen on Sky Digital, couldn't they?
They could do.
But you wouldn't want that, would
But
you?
I don't want that.
No. Play
Carl-
a record. I want to talk to you again a little bit about this later.
yeah.
Right, we're doing Rockbusters then.
Oh, okay, now you should explain briefly what the concept is, Carl, because there might be a few new listeners.
It's blockbusters. Right, go on then.
Well, it's not blockbusters.
No, because they were real clues,
That
weren't
would-
they?
Yeah, that was actually.
It says they're a cryptic clue. It's not cryptic.
Well,
It's
let's give
what
you-
am I? It's like what am I thinking? This competition is like what number am I thinking of?
Rick, just calm down for a second. Let me explain basically what the concept is. You'll remember some of the greats from the past.
Yeah.
Basically, you give some vague clue. Is that right, Carl? And from that, we're supposed to deduct which band or artist you're thinking of. So, for instance, there was a
there was
classic-
one, the West Indian fella spinning a fish round his head, and that was Detroit Spinners.
The Trout Spinners.
Yeah,
Detroit
Detroit Spinners, yeah.
There was also what happens if you fall over into a puddle in Texas. Wet knee Houston. Wet knee.
That is the level of Carl's
That's what you're
clues.
working with.
But can I just say, there's no irony in this. Carl doesn't think this is quirky or kitsch or ironic. He thinks these could go on the Guardian crossword.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This is the best stuff you can come up with.
Yeah.
Right, so there's three of them.
Yeah.
Right, I give you the cryptic clue
Yeah, not
and to help
cryptic.
you along. Well, it is,
Yeah, not
and I
really.
give you some initials of the band or the artist or whatever to help you along as well.
Yeah.
Three
No,
of them.
This is on the text only. We don't want emails on this one. Just
It's
eight-
the one that gets the highest or the first one to get 3. The first email with 3 or the first one that is the highest. So if no one gets the third one, which I wouldn't blame you for, so if there's like 30 people that get 2, it's the first email that comes in that we pick, and they win a handful of tat, which would you like to go through?
I'll search out the tag in a second. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah,
Good stuff.
there's some DVDs and stuff in there. It's not bad. Yeah, but it means you go forward to the grand final in 6 weeks' time when you're playing for all that amazing amazing stuff Ricky's got. We've got the signed, genuine, exclusive drawing of Homer Simpson done by Matt Groening, featuring references to Karl. We've got the signed Spinal Tap poster. This is big stuff you can't get anywhere else.
No, it's a rare American poster signed by
And
Nigel
it's such
Tufnell.
a shame that your only chance of winning it is with this inane quiz.
Absolutely, it's not down to skill or anything. It's just such a shame that.
Let's just do it then.
Go on then.
Right, the first one.
Go on.
What you got to remember is it's a band or an artist that XFM play as well, right? Right then, so the first one.
Oh yeah, because XFM play with Detroit Spinners and Whitney Houston all the time, don't they?
All right, these three.
Okay.
Giving it away, but these are XFM bands.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. If you got like a bulb.
Oh Jesus. I know, you don't think about the cryptic clue is that every syllable counts. He says it's different every time he says it. There'll be somewhere different. Look, go on then. Go.
Right. So if you get a bulb, right?
What?
A bulb.
A bulb.
What's a bulb?
What's a bulb?
Like a.
A light bulb.
A light bulb. Oh, a light bulb.
So
okay,
you get a
yeah.
bulb.
You get a bulb. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on.
He's gone. Right, go on.
So you get a bulb. Right.
Oh, yeah, a bulb. Yeah. Have you got something in your throat? What are you doing? You need a gobstopper. What are you doing?
We'll play a song then.
No, come on. Get the clue out, for
Go
goodness
on.
sake.
So the cryptic clue is, so, if you get a bulb, right, so...
That's the beginning. Okay, great.
right, if you get a, so, then, right, if you get a bulb, like, go on.
And you look after it, right? You look after that bulb. And you teach it stuff. And all
Jesus
that.
Christ.
What you doing there? Do you know what I mean?
This is extraordinary. This is extraordinary.
Amazing. Imagine that written down in the
He's
Telegraph.
had 18 months to get this
But
right.
imagine it, that's not a clue, that's an essay.
I don't know what it is.
It's a
I
conversation
don't know
with
if he means
yourself.
a light bulb, a bulb like you plant in the garden. What kind of bulb does he mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
Right, you get a bulb.
Well, remember that, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't matter
it
what...
does, but I can't say too much. Right, so listen, let me just do it again. You get a bulb, right, when it's young, you look after that bulb, you teach it stuff and what have you. What have you done there? What's gone on?
Brilliant!
And what are the initials of the band?
R, right?
R.
R for rabbit, right? So what's the band there? Second one,
Jesus.
people have a problem doing this when they get home from like a night out drinking. Right? What's the problem they've got? Right? The initial there, K. What's the band? Right? People get in from having a night out, they'll have a problem doing this. What is it? What's the problem?
Okay. And clue
Right.
number 3?
I had a vision of that Chinese flu. Right? That's C. I had a vision of that Chinese flu.
You had a vision of that Chinese flu,
Yeah,
and that's
the
the letter
band
C.
C. Right? So 3 bands there. 3 cryptic clues.
Not really.
Text in 83 XFM. Just send the 3 band names. That'll do on it.
Can they do a website as well?
If they want, they can email in.
Well, tell them what it is.
Yeah, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Just send it in there.
Give them again quickly then, Karl.
Right then, so get a bulb when it's young and that. Look
Brilliant,
after it.
different,
look
totally
after
different.
It, teach it stuff.
Yeah.
And all that.
Okay.
What's the band? Right.
Yeah.
Second one. People have a problem doing this when they get home late at night. You know, they've been out drinking and that. They get home. What problem are they going to have? K is the initial. Third one. I had a vision of that Chinese flu. What do I mean?
Brilliant.
C is the initial.
Play a record. I mean, it's abomination. Right.
Give us the.
Go on, give us the clue. I haven't got an idea. Go on, give me the clue then again.
Right. Well, do you want to say who the winner is or?
No,
do you-
let's hear the answers first.
First clue was if you get a bulb when it's young, you look after it and that, you teach it stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Go on.
The initial was R.
Yeah.
Right, that was razor light. All right.
Raise a light. You raise a light.
Razor
Yeah.
light. Okay.
Kind of works.
Yeah, it
Second
didn't matter
one.
what sort of bulb it was then.
It was very
Sure.
specific.
Got it, mate. Go on.
People have a problem doing this when they get home from a night out drinking.
Yeah.
What's the problem they're having? They have a problem getting the key in. That keen. That's the
That's awful.
word.
That doesn't
The
count.
words.
Keen.
And they got it right.
It's keen. It's keen. It's
Get it
one
right.
awful.
The last one,
Awful.
I had a vision of that Chinese flu.
Yeah.
The initial there was C. That was Caesars. Caesars. They managed to get that as well.
Great. I love the fact that even he knows they managed to get that as well. Did anyone get all 3?
Yeah, a few people.
That's terrible. Okay, who was the
Caesars.
first one? Who was
I
the
don't
first?
know what it says about XFM and its listeners that people are getting these answers right.
I know. Go on then.
I mean,
I like when you're watching the football on TV and it just goes quiet for a moment. There's like a lull in the action, and you just hear that sort of plaintive horn.
Yeah.
Come on, England. Come on, England. I just find it's so kind of mournful. It's sort of, and it's just the fact that someone's taken the effort to take it. I don't know what instrument that is. Is it a trumpet, or is it just? It never sounds as elegant as a trumpet.
I don't know. Maybe
just some kind of horn.
It's sort of it's reminiscent of like battle, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there was, you had all the cannons and everyone. Then there was one bloke that just had to walk. One bloke that carried the flag.
But it's never triumphant. It's sort of, you imagine you would have it at the funeral of a great footballer.
Yeah. Echoing around the stadium.
It's just, it always makes me slightly depressed.
Although it is safer to be him in a football match than when you're walking into battle. Because if you're the fella with a flag, you're going, well, you're a walking target.
Yeah.
Everyone can see that.
Target practice.
And
yeah.
then they go, and even if it's dark, they go, I can't hear it, but I'll just shoot at the sound of that trumpet.
Yeah.
And no one likes the fucking trumpet.
No one wants to hear the
Hang
trumpet.
on, what's the trumpet?
What?
What do you mean a trumpet into war?
Well, there used to be people that would, carry an instrument that would dun, 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 or
What, in a battle?
Yeah, keep them marching up, keep the morale of the soldiers. Bloke with a flag, bloke with a drum, bloke with a trumpet. I mean, think of this
ventriloquist.
This Scots Guard, yeah. Diversity. They'd be Subo at the back.
Yeah.
Subo at the back.
We'll
Just
put
keep
her at the front. I'm not having this. I don't believe that is.
Of course they did back in the day.
Are you sure that happened?
What about the bagpipes?
What about them?
We better start going because I'm running out of breath.
It's a good job this podcast is free, because if you just paid for that.
It's not a good sound anyway. If anything, it might annoy you, and then you're more angry, and then you go mental with a gun.
Well done, yeah.
I think that's what it's more about, isn't it?
Because there's certain instruments that aren't appropriate for a war, like maracas.
Maracas, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Too
They're
happy.
It's just a bit too carnival.
Grand
isn't it?
piano.
Oh, one of
That
those
wouldn't be
sort
appropriate
of
at all.
No.
that thing, that sort of the little
Yeah.
penny whistle or whatever they
When
call it.
someone gets shot up the arse, that is when the major goes, oh, okay, well, oh, bloody hell! Shot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
Cymbals are a good sound for a war.
Good.
You want cymbals, don't
Crashing
you?
cymbals, timpanis,
They're a bit exciting.
cymbals, timpanis.
So at what
But
point?
one of those keyboard guitars,
Yeah, that's
not as cool.
When the-
Funky, but not as cool.
Oh, the batteries are falling out.
You don't need a wah-wah pedal in a war.
No.
So why has that stopped then?
No, they still have military bands, don't they?
Yeah, but that's more. That's what I'm saying. That's more
More
like
pomp
a
and circumstance,
Sunday sort of bandstand. Let's play. We will rock you.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
the thing about modern technology is, helicopters and tanks is going to get drowned out, isn't it? Years ago.
Yeah. Nowadays, they send in a sort of really good sort of mega mix DJ.
Yeah, Joe Bunny.
Yeah, exactly. Westwood's up there, going giving it. He's doing like he's scratching and
Come on, the place is mad deep with Taliban.
yeah.
Gomez, shot. Good track, good band. But I'll tell you what, in the second hour, I just want to play classics.
I'd love to hear a bloody
I want to
classic,
play
mate.
some Cure, New Order, Smiths.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? We played Nirvana earlier, but it's not enough for me, Steve.
No? You need
I
your
want-
fix.
I want. I do. Well, it's that point in the show now. Song for the Lovers. One of my favourite singers. Probably one of the most beautiful singer-songwriters of all time.
Well, you don't mean that, you don't mean that he's a good-looking bloke and you fancy him. I mean, I just want to clear that up, Rick, because otherwise...
That would, yeah.
What you mean is that the songs he writes are beautiful.
Yeah.
You can take or leave him as a bloke, can't you?
Yeah,
Imagine
of course,
his
yeah.
physicality is
And
not
I've got, and he's written such brilliant classics with his lovely arse as. Oh, why did I say that?
Why did you say
did I
that for, Rick? Because
Why did
people
I say
will
that?
listen and misinterpret.
Oh God. He wrote Galveston. He wrote Wichita Lineman.
I am
He
a
wrote
lineman from the
yeah.
county.
He wrote MacArthur Park. And just to tickle him down below. What? I don't know
are you
what.
saying
See,
there?
you've and this is a song, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. It's off the album 10 Easy Pieces, which is just him doing the versions of other, that he gave to other people on piano. And this is called If These Old Walls Could Speak, and it is absolutely beautiful. Listen to this. If These Old Walls Could Speak by Jimmy Webb. Might play another track off that later if we've got time.
What, today?
Yeah, well, maybe, or maybe next week. We've
Who
got
knows,
lots
who
to
knows?
pack in. We've got things like New Order, Cure. Oh,
I'm just hoping that all those kind of new metal fans, Rick, can just calm down for a second, you know,
Yeah.
and just enjoy that for what it was.
yeah.
I hope, I hope their snobbery is not going to prevent them from enjoying
I
it.
hope they can just leave it alone for 2 hours for our show. Because
Exactly.
we try and, try and pack lots of
Well, whilst
stuff
you're
in.
talking about new metal, can I just say Ian Camfield is here tonight. He's
What?
moving from Fridays.
Right, what the hell does he think he's doing?
He's just offering up information now.
No, it's just that you were talking about the new metalers, and now seems like a good time to
Carl,
say.
listen, you're here for our amusement.
Yeah.
You don't sort of come in any time you want.
When we decide it's time to sort of have some fun at your expense, then we'll let you know. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
We're not here to help other DJs or even this station. We don't give a about this.
See, this is what my girlfriend said.
what's that?
Well, you should listen to her.
She knows what she's talking
They
about
just-
clearly.
they
Now
just
put your
wheel you-
microphone down,
She said they just wheel you out when they need you.
switch your microphone off, Carl, and let us finish what we were saying.
Right, just
What were
Yeah.
we saying, Rick?
Ian Camfield has got a rock show
Oh, right, yeah.
starting today. It's 4 hours of pure
Rock.
Yeah, he's probably here smoking, drinking Jack Daniels, and just like having pictures of Vance put up around the room to get in the mood. Then he'd go out and rock. Carl, don't be silly. Turn your microphone on. We're joking. It was. Is that right? When's he on?
8 till 12 tonight, 4 hours of rock.
Lovely. Listen, some big classics coming up, plus
Oh,
huge
no, please play some
news
ads.
about
oh, no,
Carl.
please, let's play some more ads.
Do you really want some ads?
I'm tired of the music and chat. Please play some more ads, Carl. Please.
Carl.
Christ's sake.
I've got the new iPad. I've had it for a few months actually. It got sent to me by the inventor. That's who you're dealing with there, Steve.
Bloody hell.
You've got it, aren't
Still
you?
getting free shit.
My favourite app on this is that you just type in what you want it to say and it says it.
Carl has got a head like a fucking orange. The cunt.
That's good, that.
It's almost certainly what it was designed for.
I haven't seen that on the advert.
Carl has got a head like a fucking orange. The cunt.
That's great. She sounds like a Radio 4 news announcer
So what is that for?
for doing that.
Carl has got a head like a fucking orange.
Right.
The cunt.
Yeah.
Did I mention his round head?
Good. Right then, so
Cure on XFM 104.9. That's what it's all about, Steve.
Absolutely classics.
Yeah, we've got some more classics coming up.
Looking forward to them.
Now, when we were talking to Carl in the week, the thing is we're talking to Carl is that you come up with something that's sort of like quite innocent, and he goes, well, once, right? And you realise that it's comedy dynamite. He doesn't know it, but we want to go save it. And he let out, you were filling in a form, weren't you? It was all like your girlfriend thinking you're a div. And it's happened before, isn't it? Because she came home and you'd filled out a form to get a job once, hadn't you?
yeah,
What was that for?
Granada Telly.
And on it,
Well, let Carl explain.
yeah.
You see, this is what annoys me with job applications, because rather than just saying, do you want the job and what can you bring to this business?
Yeah. Do you want the job is a good one.
Because the thing is...
That's sort of the one for the boys.
Listen, no, listen, right?
Because if they say no,
Yeah,
I don't think they want the job.
Yeah, but listen,
Go on.
I mean, I presume with what you do, you have to take people on and stuff.
What, in a fight, you mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's more important that you're willing to graft and put the hours in
Sure.
than say that, you you did well at school.
Yes,
Sure.
Because if I wanted to, I could have done well at school.
of course.
I just didn't want to.
Yeah.
So where's this going? So you had the application form.
So when it came to the qualifications bit and that, I couldn't fill them in because I didn't have any qualifications. And it was also asking about your languages. And I put down English quite good.
English quite good. Ha ha ha. Hee hee.
And his girlfriend came home and seen the form that he'd sent off, and this was a copy of it.
Yeah.
And so she went, oh, you know what I mean? So that's what started, the disappointment.
So they're going to get that and think that you're not English.
I don't think I've got it. It was ages ago.
Right.
How long ago was it?
Oh, well, it was when I was still in Manchester, so 5 years ago.
I don't think you've got to know. No, I think you'd...
That could be a long list.
I mean, there's probably a lot of admin problems in that organisation, but they probably...
But
it's
what I meant by it is that I can speak English, but I don't know all these long words that people use all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, can I just tell this quickly? In the week, I'm talking to you now, the listener. Usually I don't.
Yeah.
Carl said, about embarrassing him on air and that, and he's worried about his education, and he was worried about not knowing long words, like we come up with any long words. And he said, "No, I was scared. You were going to ask me something about someone, and he's Eastern European leader. His surname is Milosevic." And Karl said, "So I learnt it this week, and learnt it so you can't catch me out in case you start." I said, "What?" And he said, he thought about it, and he went, "Flobodan Milosevic."
Got the surname right though, didn't he?
So
got
what's
the
his
surname
name?
right.
What's his name?
That's how Bill and Ben would address this leader.
How would they have said it?
Flobodan Milosevic.
What's his name?
Slobodan
Yeah.
Milosevic.
Yeah.
Well done.
done.
Anyway, Karl, look, you almost let it slip then as you were talking about your filling out that application form. There's some big news that everyone needs to know, which we were stunned by in the week, although the more we sort of talk to you, the more it starts to fall into place.
Yeah.
But Karl, what's the story?
That I haven't got me exam results from my GCSEs.
He never turned up to get his exam
I
results.
was working.
And so, how many did you take in the end? Because you weren't even sure about that, were you? You think you took maths and English, don't you?
Yeah.
And
Did art.
you think you've handed in the artwork for art, don't
Now,
you?
art was continual assessment, wasn't it? Coursework. And what was the that you made?
I made a man sort of putting his arms into a car.
You made a model of a man putting his arms into a car.
What was this?
So
Sort
that
of like-
one's passed.
Was
We
that,
can
this,
take that
this
as read.
a homage to break-ins in Manchester? Was this? What was this? Oh, look, he does what he sees.
Yeah.
So
So you've
what's
got
it-
that. That's safe. You definitely got that one.
So you've taken art, you've taken English and maths, you think? So this is what we're going to do, listeners. We're going to try and find out his exam results for him and tell him next week.
Live
We're gonna-
on air.
We're going to call his school, we're going to try and track him down, and we are going to have a little envelope, and we are going to give Karl, at the age of 29, his O-level results. GCSEs, yeah.
Now, Karl, so you took maths.
Yeah.
You think you took English. Do you remember turning up to do those? Do you remember sitting in the room filling in the forms?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you feel you did?
I don't think I did well.
You don't think you did well? Did you revise?
No.
Why didn't you revise?
Because I don't really believe in it.
Okay.
Well, it's just that if you don't know it, then you don't know it. You shouldn't have to start looking in the book. If I went to like the hospital
Yeah.
and the doctor said, "Oh, you need your appendix out," but hang on a minute, I've just got to read up on it.
Yeah.
That isn't good enough.
Okay.
He should know, and that's the way I feel about it.
To be fair, though,
He did do the revision beforehand.
yeah, they don't usually pass on, like, maybe, like, when they're in practice.
Yeah,
7 years
information they
down the
took in
line.
by osmosis.
Yeah, yeah, and the bloke comes in and goes, "Can I just see what you did with that?" And I goes, "You've passed."
Yeah.
Phew. That's a good one. Yeah.
Good job I watched Casualty.
I just like the way, the things that interest me, I remember. Things
Okay.
like snakes not having ears and stuff.
Yes.
I didn't have to read about that.
No, you just learnt that, yeah.
You saw it on the telly, didn't you? You saw it on that Ian Wright programme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what Karl said to me. He said, it's actually, I called Karl up in the week, and Reese was with him. You know, Reese used to be on XFM,
Yeah,
and he took the phone, and he went, "Karl's worried, I've seen that programme." He said, "Snakes don't have ears, right?" He said, "So you can creep up on them and pick them up." And he said, "Karl's worried." He said, "How do you ever put them down again?" Because then they know that you're there.
I woke up the other night quite late,
Worried about that.
and I said to my girlfriend, I said, "How do you put a snake down?" And she said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "That Ian Wright thing, this guy managed to pick up a snake. And do you know that thing where they clamp its head on a jar to get the poison out?"
I do now.
Right? They did that, but they didn't show you how they got rid of it, and I thought it could really get nasty, because it's obviously annoyed that you've had its head pressed in the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
They hate that.
Now,
Especially as it's in front of their mates.
when you lift it off,
Yeah.
right, you've got hold of it.
Yeah.
If you go to chuck it down, it's going to turn on you.
It's going to go wild, isn't it?
So, I just wondered.
Well, what you do is you never put it down, Karl.
Yeah, that's why
That's what happens.
that bloke has got about 11 or 12 just carrying him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never put it down. You sling it. Who cares?
You just throw it, don't you, really far.
That's not that. I don't think you should throw.
But
snakes.
Karl, listen, don't worry. We're not asking you to get involved with snakes. We're just asking you now. You've done maths, you think?
Yeah.
Did no revision for that.
No.
Okay. English. Do you remember what it was? Did they ask you about Shakespeare? Did they ask you
I can't
about books?
remember, but I must have done it because I thought that was...
It was
important.
English language, not English literature, wasn't it? So it was
Is it
like
spelling and all that
So
sort
was it? No, was it like a comprehension? You read a passage and had to ask questions on it. Was it? Did you have
I
to
might
write a
not have
short
done English.
essay?
I don't know. I can't remember any of that.
Okay.
I did a science,
Okay. Physics or chemistry?
physics.
All right. Well done. And this is all you think?
You actually took that. You actually took physics GCSE thing.
You're obliged to do a language, I think. Did you do French?
I did French for a bit,
I
but
don't think you are. I don't think you have to do a
I
language.
think you have at GCSE. I think you've got to.
Well, English quite good. I think that's his language he did.
So you don't know about language, history, geography?
Just what you will find out, won't we?
Okay, but you just can't remember. I can't believe you can't remember turning up for these things, because it's quite a big moment in people's lives. It is the thing that you've been working to all of your educational life.
On the day that the things came out, I was working at as a printer.
Okay.
And it was a really busy
A lot
day.
of spelling mistakes. That
It was
day,
a really
that
busy
paper,
day,
wasn't
so
it?
you're bound to forget.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
exams.
No, but I had to use gold ink that day.
Oh.
And it's,
Yeah,
I mean, you're not
yeah,
a printer,
yeah.
so you don't know this.
No, that's the biggie, innit?
But it's tough. You've got to really get your rollers clean.
Carl, play a record, mate, and good luck with the exam results. Hopefully we'll have them for you by next week.
Do you remember, because I've watched the World Cup a few times with Ricky, in different projects we've been doing in the past, we've been in different situations. Do you remember when, I think the last time we qualified, we were doing a project, and we watched it together in a hotel room.
We're watching extras, right? And
We're making extras.
Making
watching
extras, yeah. And we watched it. We said, "Oh, go into my room." I went to Steve's room, but of course, in the hotel room, it was just like a big bed. So we sat on the bed together, and we thought that was a bit intense. So I put a line of pillows down.
But I don't understand what. He was put a line of pillows between us. Now he knows I'm not going to jump on him.
No, I know.
He's not going to jump on me.
No.
But he's still terrified that some kind of paparazzi is going to sort of parascend down the building and peer in and take a photo of us. And us, before we've got time to explain that we're just watching the football, it's already printed going, well, this is clearly evidence of their game. There's no way that they could possibly be sat on a bed just as friends.
No, but hold on though. Why were we naked? Why didn't we just pop some trousers on?
But I seem to remember that you, even though it was my room, you forced me to sit in the chair. It was one of those really uncomfortable box chairs.
I said it's weird. I can't get excited. We're having a beer, okay? So now we're drinking. Now we're drinking in bed. On the bed. No. We had our clothes on. We're on the bed watching football. But I couldn't go, "Come on, England," with a little man sitting next to me in bed.
Not little man at all.
No, big man. And so I just thought, let's pop the pillows down. That wasn't enough. I said, "Steve, I can't do this. I can't watch football with a man on a bed." I said, "So go in the chair." And he sat
So I sat in this chair, which is, if you're a man of my size, those tiny little crappy hotel box chairs are no good. It's 90 bloody minutes plus the interview. It was my room. I was furious.
I felt like I was, like an old rich man just waiting to die, and my little manservant used to come and sit and watch football with me
Exactly,
in the
yeah.
last days
The last
of my
days.
time. I'm in bed going, "Oh, it's gone again." He goes, "All right, I'm up later. Look, Rooney's taking a penalty." "No, it's gone. It's all out." I go, "Oh dear." So, yeah, let me clean it up. We can put this on pause. It's Sky Plus.
Let's open a window.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the most often I think football fans are very homoerotic. They're hugging each other, jumping on each other, swapping shirts and stuff. So there's nothing wrong with it being intimate watching a football game.
Yeah, but I don't think gay people do that. Gay people don't run around hugging each other and swapping shirts, do they? They get stuck in. Carl, would you sit on a bed, right, with Stephen in a hotel room, right, watching football? Okay, you're pouring each other wine and beer and shouting.
Well, no, there wasn't that music playing. There was the roar of the crowd and John Motson doing commentary. It wasn't. It's not a sexy sound at all.
What do you think, Carl? Someone said, "Oh, come to my room. We're watching football." You got there and he went.
Well, who was on the bed
That's not what
first?
happened.
Who was on the bed first?
Well, he probably got up to answer the door. So I don't know. I came in. I thought, well, there's only a bed here. We sat down. We thought, yeah.
No, but it wasn't. It was a chair there. So
Well, yeah, but you know full well that if you're in a room with Ricky, he's the one who's going to leap straight on the bed and demand that you.
I just took the chair.
Well, why would you be concerned with lying on a bed next to me?
What's up with that?
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Why is it weird? I don't understand this.
Because
I've changed my tune.
it's a bit weird lying on a bed with a mate just watching football.
Yeah, you don't do that when you go around a house, do you?
Yeah,
You
but
don't
it's
pop
because
up
you have a sofa and things. We didn't have that in the room.
Yeah, but when you visit someone in hospital, you don't say, "Move over." You don't pop yourself down next to him. You sit on the chair next
No,
to
because
him.
you're not there in a relaxed situation for 90 minutes enjoying a game of sport. It's just a more formal environment. Because you're quite a sport fan, aren't you, Carl?
Yeah, but not in. I don't like getting into things too much because it can
Well,
only
that's
be
true.
disappointing.
I've never seen him get into anything,
No.
to be quite honest.
No, I am a football fan, but I've got it now to a point where if they lose, it only bothers me for about half an hour,
Yeah.
and then I move on. Because the thing is, I'm not in control of it. There's nothing I can do to alter that team. If I could go in and say, "Listen, you're lazy. You get your finger out. You move up front a bit," it's different. But it's totally. It's like getting annoyed with nature. There's nothing you can do. So let it happen. Watch it if you want, but don't get annoyed about it because it's totally out of your hands.
Interesting that Karl's team tactics also sounds like he could be directing a gay porn. You get your finger out. You get up front. You're lazy.
Oh, that's amazing. What do you think of these people, though? I love it that everyone's an expert. Everyone's a pundit. You see these fat people in pubs going, well, he's lost a few yards up front. Yeah, you fucking score a goal then, fatty.
Wearing a football top.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Exactly, yeah.
They shouldn't make them for them. Shouldn't make them in that size. It should be one size only. If you're fit enough to play football, you can wear one. If you're a fatty, you're not. It looks ridiculous anyway.
But what's that? That's what he was talking about.
So you were a big fat slob with his belly out in an England shirt going, I could score from there. Go on then, let's have a go.
Hey, listen, calm down. Don't be slagging off the fans, because that's what it's all about. Football's all about the supporters, isn't it? You know, let's not forget these people paid millions to entertain us. If we want to drink till we're fat and eat pork pies and then put on an England shirt, we'll do it. That is the British way. That is the English way. That is what we won a war for.
What difference does it make if we win or lose? That's what I always look at, the end result.
How can you say you like football and then give us that argument? The only reason to watch football is the excitement of the challenge.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
No,
it is
and
entertainment.
a bit of skill. It's nice to see a bit of skill.
Well,
that was clever.
only because it's entertaining.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, enjoy the game for what it is, and then forget about it. If Fat Bob in the pub, he's got his football top on, he gets all annoyed when England, lose.
Yeah.
What difference does it make? What difference does it make if they lose there or lose in the final?
Well,
what's the point?
Well, I'll tell you what difference it makes. I knew a Fat Bob, okay? That wasn't his name, but I'm changing the name to protect the innocent. And him. And he's not innocent, right?
Was it Fat Dave?
It was a big fat bloke, right? And he worked on one of the crews that used to bring in equipment where I used to work at the Students' Union, okay? And he was massive, right? And I think it was 1990 or 1992, the Euro, right, when England got knocked out, and he went mental, and he was so angry he went out and he wanted retribution. Okay, luckily there were no German people around, but the closest he could find was a sausage van, some poor bloke who delivered sausages, and he turned it over. He got the van and he turned it over because it was selling sausages, so he thought that's German enough.
No, well, if he's fat, he's probably just annoyed that it wasn't open.
Carl,
have you been recognised? Do you ever get recognised much?
Yeah, now and again, but I haven't done anything of any worth ever. It's almost like recognising a neighbour or something, because they sort of go, it's him, and then the other one might go, what's he do? Go, I don't know. It's not like I've done something
of any worth
yet.
Yeah.
None of us has done anything of any worth. It's all relative to the entertainment industry. You know, whatever you think of The Office, I'm very proud of it, but I haven't secured a bunker in enemy territory. I haven't given a kidney away. Do you know what I mean? It's all relative. It's just, did you entertain anyone? Did you, bring a smile to someone's face? Was it a laugh? I think you're forgetting all those emails I pass on to you for those people that have had traumas in their lives. The earthquake victim. There's people that have lost relatives or had, terrible life-threatening diseases, and they say the podcast got them through. Doesn't that warm the cockles of your heart?
Well, normally it's gone straight to you, hasn't it? And you just forward me on, so it's almost like spam to me. It doesn't feel as special because it's like, here you go, look at this,
Unbelievable. One of my first disappointments with football, I was 10 years old, okay, and one of the teachers was in charge of the football team, my junior school, and I went down to Tutty's. It was a shop in Reading with my mum. So it's white socks, black shorts, white shirt. Knocked on his door. I said, I've got my kit. He went with the trials were yesterday. You've missed it. That was it for a year. Right? Next year, when the trials, got the trials, okay? He was going, everyone, I want to give it 100%, right, really try hard. He's watching people play, right? I made sure that every time I ran by him, I was out of breath. Every time I ran by him, he sort of looked at me, I think, yeah, right. Came to it, he said, the team is this, I'm left out, right? He went past me, and he went, you've clearly got asthma.
So you didn't make that team either?
Yeah, and I didn't, and I vowed that day, never try hard at anything.
Yeah, well, you've certainly kept that up.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Carl?
Do you play sport at school?
A little bit, but it was never taken seriously at school anyway. It was, I think the PE teacher was a geography teacher as well. So it's like, you know, what does he know? It was all that. Basically, he put some tracksuit pants on that were always too tight for him. Could see everything.
What were you looking at?
Because you couldn't help it. It was in the days when clothing was tight as it is, and then it was like lycra tracky bottoms.
Oh, right.
And everyone used to say, look at the state of that. But
like he's stealing sausages from
it was ridiculous.
Londis.
Ridiculous. So he didn't know what he was doing anyway. If anything, it was dangerous. Because he didn't know what was the capability of a 10-year-old kid's body. Right. He put you through loads of stuff.
Right.
He didn't like me anyway because I wasn't that good. If you're not that good, teachers don't like you.
I thought you'd be pretty good.
I wasn't interested. That's the thing. I did relay and I got done for swearing. Got whacked on the arse with a baton.
Hold on, why were you swearing in relay? When did that come into it? When did you need to swear in relay? You're running round, I don't think
because
you're
the lads
swearing.
wouldn't slow down, so I couldn't pass it on. So I sort of said, "Fucking slow down," and he heard me, and then went mental at me. But yeah, so it was never. I mean, Darren Campbell, the athlete, I've told you, I don't know that I was involved in his training.
No, didn't know about this.
Yeah, Darren Campbell, I think he won a gold medal.
Didn't he used to push you around in a bath or something?
Oh, it's not less than the summer wine. It was in my go-kart.
Right.
And it was a motorised go-kart, and you had to like pick it up at the back, run with it at speed, and then drop the wheels down and the engine kicked in.
But hold on though, that means you always needed 2 people to get you going on a go-kart.
No, one. He did it.
Well, where were you?
Sat in it.
Well then you did need 2 then to get it going.
What are you on about? I was sat in it.
Yeah.
He picks it up, runs with it,
Yeah.
drops it down, wheels start, engine starts, off I go.
But what would you have done without him?
Well, I couldn't have done it.
So you do need 2 people then for this motor
Well,
race
one
to go.
person. I'm sat in it.
Yeah, but counting you, it's 2 people needed.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Jesus
What's so bad about that?
Well, how can you have a play with yourself then? And you go-kart.
Sorry, this was part of his official Olympic training.
No, but I just feel like that was part of his early training,
Right.
which is the important bit in any, job or
No, we should
walking life.
explain. People don't know. He was the bloke who used to push the bobsleigh in the Winter Olympics, wasn't he, for the England team?
No, he was a runner.
Well, how is that part of his training then? Pushing a fucking go-kart?
What was he doing?
Because it's running.
But he's running about a yard.
No, sometimes more than that. Quite a lot. And it's just... God, what do you want? It's Darren Campbell pushing me go-kart.
Yeah, but you seem to be taking half the credit for his gold medal. All you've done is sat on your arse, you lazy twat.
I just kind of think he was at the age where it's important. He could have made a decision not to go into it at that point, and I think he was never keen to get in the go-kart.
Yeah.
He was always keen to push it, and I used to let him. Now, if I said, no, I don't want you pushing me go-kart, who knows? I'm just saying I was there at the start.
Doing nothing. Providing nothing.
Sitting on your arse.
Sitting around.
Well,
letting someone else
all right,
do it.
what athletes have you helped?
Well, I didn't know this was let's do a podcast about athletes we've helped.
You've not helped him, Carl.
I'd have come prepared.
I bet if he ever did a book, an autobiography, he'd go, the early years, Darren Campbell.
Now, I want to know if he has done an autobiography, because we're going to be looking this up.
I remember the training.
I'm making a note of that
In
for
all
the next
weather.
time we do anything.
Round at Pilkington's,
Darren Campbell.
pushing a go-kart.
Pushing... Bold...
You weren't bald then, were you?
No.
Had
Didn't
lovely
have-
little hair of a
no.
Chinaman.
Didn't have
Orangey
very good hair.
twat in crap cheap
Wasn't.
go-kart.
120 quid it was. You know how many paper rounds that is?
What I like when you're watching football on the television is if it goes to a close-up of a footballer he's just kicked the ball out, missed the goal, it's gone for a free kick or whatever. If you stay on any footballer for more than 10 seconds, they will either swear or gob.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a fact.
Oh, yeah. I've never needed to gob that much. I don't care how knackered I am, I'm never gobbing like that.
It's weird, though. The other week, I just sat in the garden, slavering, just to see if it would ever run out. And it's amazing. I don't know where it all comes from.
What is the
That's
strangest...
extraordinary.
That's amazing.
Just to see if it would run out.
So now he's got to the point in his life where, as a hobby or a pastime, or just to count down the minutes before he dies, he's sat in the garden...
creating sputum.
Slavering to see if he'd ever run out. I mean, that's amazing,
Where's it all
Karl.
come from?
Well, you create it, don't you?
But from what? I'm always getting done for not drinking enough water.
Salivary glands.
But it's amazing. Honestly, I just sat like that with my head forward and just let it drip.
Wow.
Me!
So Suzanne
That
comes
is
into the garden
like
and all
an
she sees is her
lobotomy patient.
boyfriend sat like something from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, like someone who'd been
dribbling.
battered around the head with a cricket bat.
No, she was reading
Did
something.
you answer
she was
back
sat
to
there.
a dictator? Yeah. What did he do? Battered me.
But
You got a truncheon up your arse as well. Yeah, that makes me slather.
No, just sat there.
What a fucking
That's
mom.
extraordinary.
What a div you are.
And I just had my head there and it continuously... I think I got bored of it before it stopped.
Oh God! I have never heard anything like this. Oh God! I need a second opinion.
Wanker.
It's unbelievable. He just sat there with his head down, slavering, letting it just.
That's
You
extraordinary.
weren't even sort of like gobbing. You were just
No, just
letting.
letting it sort of drop.
So
You've got nothing else going on in your life that you've got time to do this.
So your brain wasn't even engaged.
How long
It-
were you there for?
I tell you what, no joking, probably a good 15 minutes.
15
Wow.
minutes of sitting with his head forward,
Amazing.
letting him salivate onto the grass.
But do you reckon you could do that amount?
I would
Well,
never
we
do
never
it.
try.
Never
we
do
never
it.
try.
I'd
know.
never
Try.
have that amount of time.
I tell you now, you will never see either of us sat there for no reason in the garden with our head forward and our mouth open, seeing how long we can create saliva.
Unless I've just come out of a coma.
yeah, or a gas attack.
Yeah.
No, I have a lot of... I'm sort of Goz Unlimited.
That's a great new dance duo. And please welcome to the stage. It's Goz Unlimited. Amazing. Didn't you have a little bit of problem in China with them all gozzing?
Goz Unlimited.
Oh, God, I tell you. They're just spitting all the time over there. I don't know what it's all about. All the time. That noise of...
Oh.
that continuously.
That-
Everywhere you look.
That good sort of footballer ball of gob that they spit and it kind of flies a couple of... I can't do it. I've tried. I can never do it.
Yeah.
If I try and spit, it just dribbles down my shirt. I don't
That's
know why
amazing.
I can't do it.
That's amazing.
I've tried in the
What
past because
you
it used
do-
to be cool. I remember when I was a kid, you'd hang around outside the spa.
Yeah, what you've got to do is you've got to sit in a chair in the garden, just put your head
Like a
forward
practice,
and
yeah.
open your mouth and just let the the all comes out. And you'll probably get bored after about 15 minutes if you're a fucking moron.
I think I first became really excited by the World Cup that famous year when Maradona did the handball. Do you remember what was that, 1986?
86. Yeah.
Oh, that was so exciting. Because obviously he'd been so brilliant in that tournament. And then he did cheat, as we all know.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? Do you remember that moment, Karl? 'Cause
Well,
that was very formative for
I
me.
know what I made of it.
The cunt.
I don't know, isn't cheating part of all games now?
Hang on, here we
Oh,
go.
hold
This is
on.
controversial. There's a lot of young people who look up to Karl as a role model.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the world we live in now, isn't it? It's get what you can, how you can.
But what's your feeling? Are you the sort of person... I mean, have you ever cheated in a game? Are you that sort of person?
I just think my dad does it a lot.
What, in board games and that?
Yeah, just cards, you know, Monopoly.
How does he cheat at Monopoly?
Just nicks a lot of the money.
Oh, just straightforward next to money. I hadn't thought of that. I love that.
But how do you not notice him doing it? He
Because
doesn't
I'm
understand.
busy looking at, you know, what properties I've invested in and
Sure.
stuff. And the money's just there, isn't it?
See, I don't see the point of cheating
No, I
at
don't. I
Monopoly.
say that to him. I say, you're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. But to him, he's broke the system, hasn't he? He's got round the rules. What do you mean I can only have that much? Who says I can? Bosh. Get some more money, buy some more hotels. And in a way, that's life, innit? All people with loads of money now, you kind of go, have they made that honestly?
Right.
You know, I pass big houses in London and I think, gangsters, got to be gangsters to have a house like that.
Yeah.
There's no way a normal job, someone who's... Because I know, I'm trying to make money. And I know how hard it is to make money. Because the more money you make, the more hands are out there, taking little bits. So how the hell has this man bought this house? It's got to be a crook.
So do you yourself cheat? Would you consider yourself a cheater? Are you honourable?
In games?
Well, just generally, do you cheat on anything?
No, do you know what? The other week, I'd had a cup of tea and some fish and chips at this pub, and they only took for one. And I went back the next day and said, oh, you didn't charge me for my fish and chips.
What a fucking moron.
I paid. No, I didn't tell her about the tea, though.
Got a free tea?
The free tea, yeah. I just thought, well, you know, it's pretty good that I've gone back to pay for that. How much is a tea bag? The water's free.
Yeah.
I'll have that for free. So that, again, that's just me. It's like the Mars bar and the paper round. It's me going, well, I've been good. The fish would have cost money. Potatoes are pretty cheap, but I'll pay for it. But for my goodness, is a little gift. Have a free cup of tea.
But who's given you the right to make that decision?
That's me, That's me. I'm deciding there.
Right.
I'm in charge. I didn't have to go in there. I didn't have to go back and pay. But I went back and paid. Tell you what, Carl, treat yourself. How's that? Have the cup of tea. All right, I will do. There's the fish and chips.
Absolute bollocks.
If she was good at her job, she'd have remembered. I thought she would have done. In a way, it annoyed me that she didn't go, oh yeah, so you did, well done, thank you very much for coming back.
Right.
She just was like, did you?
Not
She
enough
looked at me.
gratitude. I know what you mean.
She looked at me like we didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was worrying about a staff member
Getting
sort
fired
of
or
getting
something.
done
Yeah.
or having to pay for it.
I know where you're coming at there.
What do you think about George Best using up his liver, then getting another one and getting pissed again?
Clever.
Well, that's always going to encourage it, isn't it? I've always said that.
What?
The moment we can replace stuff, people just go, oh, sod it. Like
What would you do
smokers.
if you gave someone a kidney
They
and
mess with it.
and they started
You
just
saw him down the pub again.
doing drugs and shit and...
Well, I wouldn't hand it out to someone just like that, would I? I think you should be allowed to say, right, who's it for? Can I meet them? And then have a chat with them,
Right.
saying, have you learnt your lesson?
Well, I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm a little kid who wants a kidney. Okay. And you've come to me. I'm at the top of the list. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
how you doing?
Good. Are you going to give me one of your kidneys so I can live?
I don't know.
Well, I'm at the top of the list. So why's your head so round?
Right, so definitely not.
Why?
Definitely
Little
not.
kid, look
He's
at
a
him,
little kid.
pale.
No, I need a
He's
kidney.
cheeky though, isn't he?
No,
Cheeky.
please,
Lovely little
please,
kid,
roundhead.
waffle bear.
Can I have your kidney?
No, you can't.
Oh,
have it.
come on,
Right,
you've got
let's see
two.
another kid. Let's see another kid.
No,
Lesson
I'm at the top.
learned,
I'm
lesson
top of the
learned.
fucking list. Give me one of your kidneys, you round-headed twat.
No, and I
Hold
wouldn't
on.
feel bad about not giving it you.
Well, hold on though. Can we have a second opinion from the nurse?
Wanker.
Thank you, nurse.
I would not feel bad about walking away from that kid and saying you cannot have a kidney.
So you're gonna.
Do you know what? I'm going to take this kidney out and bin it.
Hey, wait. Do you know who that kid went on to become?
Go on.
Winston Churchill.
Right, well maybe I helped. It's like Darren Campbell all over again. I made him stronger. I was tough with him. He saw how tough the world is.
No, but he didn't. This is an alternative universe where he died because you never gave him that kidney.
Yeah.
Well, you can't worry about that then, can you? If you're gonna start going that far back and forward and stuff. But I think I don't know what I'd expect someone to be like. Just want them to go, what do you eat? I'd say write down your diet.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna treasure this kidney. I'm gonna treasure it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna really work hard, and I'm gonna make something of life more than you did.
So I'll.
So your kidney's gonna be a lot better off for me than you lazy tosser. I'll tell you that. If you want achievement, then you know I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna do really well. Unlike you thick little round-headed shit. So the quicker you get the fucking kidney out of your useless body and into mine, we'll all be happy, won't we?
Okay. Well, I'll go away and think about it for a month.
Well, no.
There you go. Don't have to get nasty. Sick of it. I'm always helping people out.
That's a big ask, isn't it?
If I came to you, Rick, in all seriousness,
Yeah.
and you could give me a kidney, would you give me a kidney?
What if I end up needing it?
Well, yeah, but that's the point, isn't it? That you're doing something.
Can I have it back? Can I have it back if I need it? What?
No, because I need it. Mine are failing. I need at least
Yes.
one. I need at least one.
Yeah, you need one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is on loan because if my other one goes, I want that back because then I'll be on one.
Well, no, yeah, but then we're both on one.
No. Right. You've got yours. Yours are fucked. So
Yeah.
you might as well be on none. I've got 2. Okay. I will give you one.
Yeah.
Right. With the express understanding that if my remaining one packs up, I want that one back. It's on loan. If we both live out our life, then so be it. But if this other one goes and they say, well, you need another kidney, I go, right, I know where I've kept one for the last 10 years.
So
It's
you're
in Steve.
going to come to me, right? You've gone knock knock. I've opened the door. My beautiful supermodel wife is there.
She's going, oh, his kidneys are brilliant now.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's great. He never stops having the sex.
Yeah.
She's making us iced teas.
Right.
You know, she says, "Come in, Rick.
Yeah.
Sit down." So good. She says, "I love you. Thank you so much."
That's all right, don't
This
worry about
lovely man. I know you've not got long to live because you're old and fat.
Yeah.
You've had a good innings.
Well, you've had a good 10 years, though, haven't you, with this kidney? And that was
But
I'll tell you what.
love this man.
You can return the
and he's so
favour.
young. And
Give me back my fucking kidney.
We've got 2 beautiful children.
Right, I tell you what. Give me my kidney back and have one of theirs.
2 beautiful kids. Whose
Yeah,
small
there
little
you go,
kidneys.
there's-
Small little kidneys are no
There's
good
4
yet.
to choose from. They're growing you. They're
Small
growing you.
little
It's like when you
kidneys.
put a little plant in a big pot. They grow. They're catch up. The kidneys are growing too. So I'll have my kidneys
small.
back, and you've got 4 to choose from there. Take one of each, and you'll have 2 little kidneys to make 1 big kidney.
Johnson, can you have this man removed from my house?
Would you give anyone a kidney, Carl? Suzanne?
I'm sure he would give Suzanne a kidney.
It's tricky.
Well, obviously you'd give Suzanne a kidney, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, would you, or are you just saying that?
Suppose I would. I don't really like the idea of it.
So, if what are you saying to Suzanne right now if she's listening to this podcast?
Carl, good luck. Bit of good luck. You know I need a kidney, and it's got quite rare. Well, we've got the same sort of blood group and everything, so, yeah, you got 2. I got none. Bibbidi bob, 1 each. Let's have a good life. Yeah.
Don't know. Yeah, you'll have to have it. Which one are you thinking of going for? Because I think the right one's a bit dodgy because they had the kidney stones.
Well, you keep that.
Do you want that one?
I'll have the left one.
No, I'll tell you what. You have that one because when I was in all the pain, you were going, it can't be that bad. So you have it. It's in good working order. They've looked at it,
Yeah.
but it is prone to stones.
That he's using this to get back at her. For saying it can't be that bad. It's like poetic justice. He can give her the kidney she didn't believe was that painful.
So let her have that. And I don't know what's life like with 1 kidney.
You've got to be
change
more
much?
careful. You've got for specific diets.
Yeah.
It is more dangerous.
There's more of a strain on it, but, you know.
Don't like talking about it. It's all it freaks me out. Freaks me out. It's all doing stuff now. The kidney's doing stuff.
Yeah.
My teeth are hurting still. Still got a little bit of toothache going on there. I've got a sweat on. All stuff's going on without me knowing. Germs whizzing round. I've had jabs for rabies. I've had hepatitis A and B. I don't even know what that does. I've had A and I've had B. That's whizzing round my body. Body's in shock, innit, at the moment. It doesn't know what's going on. I've had...
How is it notifying you of the shock?
Well, I think, like I say, I keep getting this sweat. And, what else have I had? Typhoid. Doesn't that, all this stuff shouldn't be in my body, should it? And we don't really know, do we? They're saying, yeah, have this, have that, shove it in your arm, it's alright. But we don't really know. Long-term effect. I've got rabies in me. I never thought I'd have to have that. Tetanus. I've had. TB.
Well, enjoy the World Cup, everyone. Come on, England.
Come on, boys.
Rouge.
Had, I think I've had them all. One for if I get bit by a dirty monkey.